All right, in this short demo, we're going to show you how to prepare the environment and how to load and prepare the data required for this particular example. So let's get right into it. So the first thing to do is to install the necessary dependencies. So we're going to want to go to the cell here that is going to install our dependencies via a requirements.txt file and go ahead and run that particular cell. All right, with our dependencies successfully installed, we are now ready to move to the import section to import the necessary libraries that we're going to require for this particular notebook. But before we do that, let's make sure that we restart the kernel. And once restarted, let's go ahead and run the imports cell. So if you see a warning message like the one displayed here after running the import cell, don't worry, it just means that you don't have a GPU configured on your instance. You can always add one later, but you don't need one in order to work through this particular example. We're now ready to move into the next main section of the notebook, which is going to be the data loading section. So let's go ahead and run this cell to load our data. Then let's move into the data processing section of the notebook. First order of business here is to keep our target value in a variable, which is going to be sale price. So let's run this cell. Next, we want to encode the ordinal variable. So by running this cell, that'll make that happen. Then let's unfold the dates so we can engineer more features. Then let's split the data set into two, a train and valid data set. Now let's extract the features and labels into NumPy arrays, and then finally let's group together the data set using the Kaggle dataset API. Let's do a quick recap of what we accomplished in this particular demo. We prepared the environment as well as loaded and prepared the data. We did this by installing the necessary dependencies, restarting the notebook kernel, running the import cell, loading the data set, keeping the target value in a variable, encoding the ordinal variables, unfolding the dates, splitting the data set, extracting features and labels, and finally grouping the data set together.